Okay, so we continue in our Science 2025 Paper 1 GCE, and we are now looking at question number 3 and see how you needed to answer that. So the B part there says that a crane, lifts blocks through a vertical height of 24 meters with a force of 5,000 newtons at a constant speed of 6 meters per second. It takes 4 seconds to reach the top of the building. So if you look at the data, some of the information that we have actually been given there, let me use a red marker. So the vertical height, in this case h, is equal to 24 meters. Then the constant force is 5,000 newtons. So this is a constant force, of course, at a speed of 6 meters per second. And what time does it take? It actually takes 4 seconds to reach the top. How much work? The first question there says how much work is done in getting the blocks to the top of the building. So remember that work done in this case, so the work done is equal to the force multiplied by the distance moved. But in this case, the distance will now become our vertical height. So if you want, you can say it's the force multiplied by the height. So what is the force? It is simply 5,000 newtons multiplied by the vertical height, which is 24 meters. So when you multiply that, what is that going to give us? So it is going to be 5,000 multiplied by 24. It is going to give us 120,000. This is work, and work is measured in joules. So therefore you replace it there, 120,000 joules, and that was your 2 marks that you needed to have. Now if you look at the B part, it says what is the potential energy gained by the block? So how do you get the potential energy? Remember, in this case, the work done, the potential energy, if you want, will be equal to the work done. So the potential energy is equal to the work done, if you want. So the answer here and there is just the same. No wonder, if you want, you can apply the formula. Potential energy is mass gravity times height. What is the mass? The mass in this case, remember, force is equal to mass times gravity. So my mass and gravity is simply the force multiplied by the height, and this is what I told you, that they are just the same. The force is a 5,000 newtons times the height, which is simply 24 meters, and it will give you 120,000 joules. No wonder I told you initially that the potential energy is actually equal to the work that has been done, and therefore you just need to write 120,000 joules. So you didn't need to actually struggle also on this one. All right, let's move on to the C part and see what the question there tells us. It says calculate the power developed by the blocks. So what is the power developed by the blocks? So now if you remember, power is equal to work done divided by the time taken. In this case, I can simply say that power is equal to, what is the work done? Remember, work is a form of what? Is a form of energy, if you want. If you want, it's the energy or the potential energy divided by the time. So what's the potential energy? It is 120,000 joules divided by the time, which was 4 seconds. So when you get that, or punch that onto a calculator, divided by 4, that is going to give us a 30,000. Power, remember, is measured in watts, capital W, or joule per second. So that is going to be 30,000 watt. Another one might have said, in this case, 30,000 joule per second, because watt and joule per second are just the same. Remember that 1 watt is equal to 1 joule per second. So those are the same units. So this is what you needed to do in this exam. Thank you so much for watching. Please watch out as we look at question number 4 in my next video.